What's up, Devils? J-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. And questions we're going over today are on the video I posted 2 weeks ago. Is Corpse Grinder or any frontman a lazy slouch bum for not writing the lyric? Question mark. 131 comments. Scroll all the way to the goddamn bottom. Here we go. Question marks. Where we go? Bottom. Here we go. First one's got a shitload of quotes. Shitload of question marks in here. From Hiram Runemaster. Ha ha ha, J-Dog, question mark. You say thou art a fan of black metal? What is this, medieval times, bro? Thou art? What are you talking like? Same fucking Latin? Hey, yet you listen to only corn and cheese black arts like Dark Funeral? Like, well, the black metal band, the Dark Funeral. What's cheese about fucking Dark Funeral? This band is considered like the Slipknot of black metal. They are. Where have I been? I've been in the fucking scene for over 20 years. How long have you been in the goddamn scene? Even if you've been in the scene for fucking 40 years, I know people that have been in the scene even longer than that. And well, maybe not 40. About the 40-year mark. Yeah, 40 years. Because, I mean, let's say you're fucking in your 50s, start listening to a teenager. If you are, I know tons of people like that. And the old school guys just generally don't like any of the black metal other than Bathory and shit. But all the guys that are like the 90s up, like when black metal started, the tough guy shit, Mayhem, Burzum, and all that other shit. Not one of them either considers that the Slipknot's a fucking Dark Funeral. I've never heard that in my entire life, and I know tons of guys that are from down there that loved, let's say 87 to kind of current, or at least 87 to all the way to the 90s, and either they did like Dark Funeral, minimally the first album by Dark Funeral, but never consider them the fucking Slipknot of black metal. I've never heard that in my life, so I don't know what fucking planet you're from, brah. This band is considered, okay, what do we say? What do you mean, what do we say? Man, you're not making any fucking sense. Is English your first fucking language? Because sure as hell don't sound like it. Enthroned question marks. Were they posers too? He puts H-E-H. What the fuck does that mean? Is that ha ha ha? You can't say you're a part of our cult. Didn't say you're a part of your cult, nor do I want to be a part of your fucking shitty ass cult. You guys are a bunch of fucking pussies for the most part. You're not a true adept of the dark arts that stare into necrotic souls. Is this one of these fucking pussy boys that's not into metal either? He just listens to fucking the Kvlt shit, and yet no riffs, nothing. Like what's poser about Dark Funeral? What's poser about Enthroned? He's probably one of these clown ass motherfuckers that likes only shit that they just did a demo, and yet we've been around since '92. Your demo came out in 2010, man. What are you fucking talking about? Or where only 5 people have it and it has no riffs, nothing, it's just depressed. It's like the reason you're depressed is because you listen to shitty ass music. It's another fucking funny thing is too, I wonder if this guy, what's his name? What's this idiot's name? Hiram Runemaster. He's probably another one of these fucking tool bags that's sweating about what's going on in the goddamn world today. Like the nukes are coming, and all the plague's coming, they're trying to control the whole world. I got some guy, I'm not going to call him out, but he's kind of in my life, somebody I was dealing with through emails and shit like that. Not a customer of hell's, but in the metal scene. And I won't say too much because I don't know what he watches, what doesn't. If he is a fan or whatever, that's his fucking problem. But anyway, someone in my fucking life, I've never actually met him. He lives over in Europe, let's just say. And he's got out of metal, not into metal. He's like, too much researching to do. Research on what, bro? The world's going to hell in 2030. No one's going to own anything, and they're going to be controlling everything and all this sort of shit. It's like, another one of these fucking goddamn tinfoil hat wimps. What's hilarious about that, though, is this guy was mostly Mr. Black Metal guy. I love these fucking guys. I know another guy, I'm definitely not going to say fucking names. Mr. fucking big bad fucking Satanist, drinks his own blood, etc., etc. But when the goddamn COVID shit, when he was masked up, sweating in his fucking panties, it's like Mr. fucking Plagues and the Armageddon finally comes and all this other shit. But when it finally, a mild version of all this shit you're hailing comes, and you guys are the biggest fucking hiding under the tree fucking pussies, running under fucking mommy's arm, hiding behind mommy's back. Oh, my mommy, save me, please. World's going to hell. The nukes are coming. Isn't that what you kind of all were hoping for? Isn't that what you're all singing about? That's what your lyrical content was all just a fucking front. You guys put on the serious fucking tough guy shit. Would not be the least bit surprised if clown boys like that, because that's what this other guy I know was. He's Mr. Tough Guy Black Metal, man. I mean, loves all the Gorgoroths and all this, only Satan is real. Other guy, like I said, the COVID shit and hit in March. He was masked up. I thought that motherfucker's would be walking around in a hazmat suit. Wouldn't be surprised if he did, to be honest with you. Wouldn't leave his house, nothing. But it's like, you're Mr. Big Bad Satanist. Isn't this what you're kind of, the extinction of mankind? Getting rid of the human race? Isn't this what you finally got your wish in a much more pussified version? You can't even handle that. Yet, any other devils never notice it? A lot of these tough guy black metal guys, man, big as fucking bunch of pansy ass pussy tampon boys I've ever met in my life. Get lost, bro. Dark Funeral and Enthroned is metal. It's black metal. It's actual metal music, and I don't need it for some Kvlt. I listen to metal music from fucking Black Sabbath, Judas Priest, all the way Macabre, Cannibal Corpse, Suffocation, to Creator, to goddamn Sodom, to Blood Feast, to goddamn to Devourments, to Dark Funeral, Enthroned, Immortal, Marduk, all that across the board. Goddamn it, all the way to Cradle of fucking Filth, to Nunslaughter, to you name it, Cyanide, you name them, metal fan. You're just, I don't know what the fuck you are. Some guy that's trying to be, again, he's an this the shit I'm talking about, dude. Clown boys like this trying to out UG the next guy, try to out evil the next guy, try to out fucking just Kvlt the next guy, out unsmile the next guy, etc., etc., etc. They're always the biggest fucking slash posers or fucking pussies. Every single one of them I met. Just like all the shit you hear about Euronymous and stuff. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I like the early Mayhem shit. I don't know. Is that Slipknot of Blackmetal too? Who the fuck knows these days? But even that stuff, you heard even before that the Lords of Chaos movie came out. You heard in the book and even just in the grapevine, people know. He was Mr. Big Blad Satanist, fucking drinking the blood of virgins and fucking sacrificing goats and satanic rituals and burning down churches and murders and Hail Murder and Armageddon and all that shit, right? Everybody knows him. Dude, he's the biggest fucking pussy ever. You kind of tell him photos, too. I think it was even the guys in, like, Merciless and shit that said, like, when they met him and Dead, they said, like, dude, there was just a couple of fucking nerds that came in, just a bunch of quiet nerds, like just total little nerds, like that you just push around in fucking high school probably. They would have got stuffed in a goddamn locker and got stuffed in a trash can, fucking swirly. Those type of guys. But they're the big bad evil ones. It's always the fucking weakest. That's why they're putting out a front too, and they're following this Kvlt cult tough guy shit because they're making up for their insecurities. They're weak as fuck. Now, I'm sure there's exceptions to the rule. I'm sure there's some guys that are tough as can be that are in the cult and Kvlt. But all the ones I met, I gotta say, every single one of them I met, I gotta say, is fucking pussy central. Life Eternal ? Who's your favorite lyricist in metal? Glenn Benton, goddammit. That the slap nuts of death metal. Sewer Vomit, J-Dog question. In your opinion, where does the latest Cannibal Corpse album rank in their catalog? I think Eric Ruchan is a fresh air for the band. Their best stuff in 15 years. Where does it rank? As a whole, and I do like it. I thought it was a good album, really good album, and I think Rutanon's good too. But for me, if I had to rank all my favorites in order, it's probably more towards the bottom. So I'm trying to think what albums do I like the new album more than? I like the new album more than probably Kill as a whole, even though fucking Make Them Suffer and The Time to Kill Is Now, those songs are better than every fucking song on it. There's no songs on the new album that I think are better than those two songs. But the album as a whole, I think is better than Kill. I think that album as a whole is better than Evisceration Plague, with the exception, especially the title track Evisceration Plague. I think that's really good. There's no song on there I think that's better than that. But as a whole, better than Evisceration Plague. Because I do like Black Before, what is it, Red Before Black. I like that more. Skeletal Domain is definitely my favorite album to come out in the last easily 10 years. I like Torture more. So Wretched Spawn, it's kind of here and there with the new album. I would say, so it's third from the bottom, maybe tied with Wretched Spawn. But Wretched Spawn, Severed Headstoning is really good. They Deserve to Die is really good. I love that song. Decency Defied, very, very good. So there's nothing. Yeah, I would say it's I would say I like Wretched Spawn a little bit more. So I'd say it's third from the bottom. It's close to Wretched Spawn, And because Wretched Spawn's probably next, then third from the bottom, Wretched Spawn's probably fourth from the bottom. I'm talking about albums as a whole. So yeah, definitely not one of my favorite by any means. But I thought it was a good album. Like, so my least favorite Cannibal album is a whole would be either Killer or Evisceration Plague as a whole. But I mean, I like them. I mean, I own them. I own an LP. I own a CD. I own a picture disc. I like them. I listen to them. It's just, someone's got to be first. Somebody's got to be last. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. If you're gonna rank it. This guy's saying the exact opposite as far as fucking black metal convoy at the bottom. Slipknot fan number one. That's user ID. Yikes and Gadzooks. What a user ID. Uh, he's waving that flag fucking proudly too, which whatever. That's cool. He's into what he's into. J-Dog, question, big and bold. You're not a true metal fan unless you have all the Slipknot albums. I defy you to listen to 3 Slipknot albums and you can keep from headbanging your face off. Give them a shot next time you are working out. I think this is kind of somewhat of a joke. I think that this guy's got to be joking, right? Like, he comes over to this channel, sees what I like. Like, for example, like, I like the first guy. I like Enthroned to Dark Funeral, right? Going to that. But like someone like Jim Connu where he's alive, or say someone like Chris Dora probably don't like it. Dawn of the Dead definitely don't fucking like it. I'm assuming Scott from Cyanide probably doesn't like Dark Funeral and Throne, stuff like that. I'm not like, whoa, like give him a shot, dude. He'd be banging. Like, I can't understand how you can't like him. I like him a lot, but I get why certain guys don't like him. So this guy, Slipknot guy, seeing my taste and shit, seeing a macabre shit and stuff like that, he shouldn't, if he knows my taste and he knows the stuff that maybe he doesn't know, maybe he's never heard the bands we're talking about. Maybe he's just, I don't watch him, whatever. If he's being serious, but I'm considering he's probably just fucking busting balls, which is all good. He would kind of know, like, okay, yeah, okay, I love Slipknot. I'm Slipknot fan number one, but I get why this guy doesn't like it. Like, just the bounciness, the rappiness, the fucking yo. It's kind of just new metal, chordy stuff. Again, if you like it, I don't care, but you should be able to at least understand. Oh yeah, I see why he don't like it. Because like a lot of the stuff that I like, even the Morticians and shit. When a guy's not much into brutal death, he's like, yeah, Mortician, I can't stand it. Like Reaper doesn't never like Mortician, doesn't like Immolation, Sinister, Cannibal Corpse, etc. I get why. He never really likes brutal death metal in general. He likes some very select death metal. He likes Sadistic Intent. He's very, very picky on it. So for him not to like Mortician, like, yeah, it makes sense. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm not like, what the fuck? Fucking what a fucking poser. You know what I mean? You just put it on. You're gonna be banging your head nonstop. I was like, and I have heard Slipknot. I thought it was deplorably bad. In fact, I don't even know if deplorably bad. I thought it was. I just was laughing. I'm like, this is what's supposedly brutal. That's what they said to me in fucking high school. But yeah, fucking the brutal shit. And so when I finally heard it, I'm laughing my ass off. I'm like, what the fuck is their definition of goddamn brutal? Sure as fuck ain't my goddamn definition of it. Aegis Raven, Corpse Grinder is lazy as fuck for sure. I kind of get that vibe myself, to be honest with you. I mean, he can't be too lazy, at least when it comes tour time. He's not some knob that isn't making it to not making the practice, not making the studio, and he's on time for the road and making it every show. Shows ain't canceling shit because there's some total fucking knobs and bands that don't make that. They're drunk off their ass. Like, I never seen Corpse Grinder stumbling around drunk off his fucking ass and missing shows and fucking up words on the tour and stuff like that. Now, if he has and you got footage, then good for you. Post it. I'm just saying I haven't seen it personally, so I can't imagine the common offense if it has happened. Not to say it's never happened, but so he's lazy. I get the vibe he's kind of lazy when you think about all the band stuff he doesn't do, but in the sense he's in a successful act and he's always there, not fucking up and pretty professional. He's not that lazy. I've definitely met a hell of a lot lazier. Wicked Devil, J-Dog, Broad, did you hear Slipknot is leaving Roadrunner Records? I don't even have any clue what fucking, to be honest with you, I had no idea Slipknot's even still around, and I had no idea that fucking Roadrunner, what's even on Roadrunner. Had zero clue what's on Roadrunner Records this day. The reason they gave is because the label is not even a shadow of what it once was. Took him 25 years to figure that out. Wow, exactly. Yeah, it took 25 years, exactly. But yeah, what's his fucking face? The guys, they said, oh, he's into true metal. Dude, if he didn't know that about Roadrunner, didn't figure that out exactly. It took 25 years. The second he saw Nickelback on there, who's the most appalling thing that guy said this? I think he did say it was Nickelback. That should have been like, what the flying ass fuck? I mean, that should have been, that told you everything you need to know. What do you mean? Daniel Lynch, hey J Dog, question. I have a Somnus green 7-inch vinyl live version of the Deceiver if you want it. I just I just picked it up in my local store for $1. I'll trade it for Hell's Headbangers poster for my listening room, bro. I actually think I do have the 7-inch. Almost positive I do. But there's one or two CDs. Those I don't have. I would be curious to listen to them again, though. Who knows? Maybe nowadays, maybe my older age, being a little bit more laid back, I might even like it. I know that's got keys and fucking keyboards and female vocals out the well, Rio was the fucking keyboard player and she did vocals, so I know it's got tons of female vocals and keyboards. Who knows? I'd like it today. I mean, I didn't hate it back in the day. I just thought just didn't really like it. But shit, that for sure ain't the true Kvlt. It's a fucking the tough guy, the first tough guy, whatever the fuck his name was. Count Z Danaveskis. Question: what would it take for HHB Brothers to buy and run a vinyl or CD pressing plant? We actually looked at one once, and to be honest, I have no interest. Just a hell of a lot more work for fucking what? Who knows what kind of return? Last thing I need is more goddamn chores on my fucking on my table. So fuck that. But I have been to a couple. I've been to two pressing plants in person in my life. Mike Violet questions: Acid Witch new one, the best one yet? For me, I don't think it's the best one yet. It's the one I like second most, probably though. I like Screams too, but Stone is my favorite. But so yeah, it's definitely not better than Stone, but it could be the next. It might possibly be the next one in line for me. My Stupid Man Suit, Mortal Decay kicks so much ass. They sure do, especially the early on, especially the first album. And my favorite thing is the demo disc, actually, Gathering of Human Artifacts. There's that CD. It's got both demos on there, 3 demos. I think it's 2 demos. That's my favorite shit. But the first album is very, very good too. And then Forensic, the second album, it's good. I like it, but it's not as good as the demos and the first album. Morgoth 192. So I'm guessing J-Dog doesn't like Carpathian Forest cover of The Forest by The Cure. I absolutely love it, and the band had the balls to do a song from a genre that the dog would call wimpy and gay. What is that on? I probably heard it. That was probably one of the tracks. I'm like, what is this? I probably didn't recognize the song. It sounds dumb as hell to me. I mean, if at least somebody liked it. No, I probably wouldn't like it. Trying to think if they've any black metal or death metal bands covered like something completely silly like that, like outside of like just something just outlandish when they cover like rock bands that are not even like it's like I'm not talking Black Sabbath, AC/DC. I'm talking like if somebody covered. I don't think I'm kind of surprised a metal band hasn't covered Aerosmith, but it would just kind of I don't know. It just kind of sounds silly. I remember like Axis Powers covered the Beatles. So this is fucking dumb. The closest thing I like to that is first off is I did like the Misfits 1950s album. Generally, I don't like any music from the 50s. Not that I have anything against it, so calm the fuck down if you do. I know somebody's gonna come in here and say something fucking stupid again. They always do. It's just not my thing. Just nothing for me. But the cover songs that are on like This Magic Moment and shit, and I've heard the originals here and there throughout. I don't even know how long his background. Maybe a Denny's restaurant or something. I think it was there actually, because it's like a old school fucking theme. Denny's where I live. When I hear the original, I'm like, yeah, that's not for me. But I mean, the Misfits covered. I mean, I liked it. Thought it was good. So that's probably not the closest thing. So not out of the realm of possibility, but more than likely, I wouldn't have liked it. Let's get one goddamn more in here. Approach 20 minutes mark. Goddamn it. Little over 90 question. On a Hellcast episode, you posed a question like, what metal album influenced the most metal bands? But I don't think you ever gave an answer, or if you did, Reaper cut it out in his editing. Did you have any candidates? I'm sure I did, because yeah, dude, Reaper cut shit out like a motherfucker, I would say. Yeah, my ass was edited like a motherfucker. There's no goddamn editing. So whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my goddamn mouth. Editing, fuck all that. I ain't got time for that shit. Don't even know how to do it. And nor do I want to figure out how to do it. Because like I said, a 20-minute video now turns into a 1 hour video. I barely got time to do the 20 minutes. struggling to fucking keep up with these as is. So fuck all that. What you get is what you get. All the ums, has, fucking me slurring over my speech, saying album titles wrong, getting them mixed up, getting fucking King Diamond, For God Your Soul mixed up with Punch and Stench. Give Me Your Soul. Yeah, get King, there you go, did it again. King Diamond, Give Me Your Soul, please, mixed up with fucking Punch and Stench, For God Your Soul. I mixed those titles up, calling the wrong thing. Just off the cuff, just talking. So, what the fuck was the question? Oh, yeah, most influential albums. We had this debate, kind of those me, Dan Murrow, and Don, and I guess I'd have to kind of agree. They both said that if you're talking about influentiality of anything, probably it'd have to be Metallica Kill 'Em All. I'm like, really? I'm thinking like Slayer or Celtic Frost. They're like, dude, those aren't even close. Like when Kill 'Em All, because they're both out when Kill 'Em All came out. They bought the LP from the store when it was a brand new album. They're getting the demos. Like, dude, everybody liked that fucking record. Everybody wanted to top it. He's like, that's what everyone want to do. And what reason not that I didn't kind of know that. I mean, I knew everyone liked it. Is I was going by a lot of metal bands, especially bands that I like, death metal bands, black metal bands. Apparently, the Pose are black metal bands. Um, they were always like Slayer was covered a lot, and so was Celtic Frost. Those are probably the two most covered bands I can think of. I think of a band like Sadistic Intent. He covered both. They covered Sadistic Intent. I mean, they covered Slayer and Celtic Frost. But yeah, seeing their point, I mean, this is as a whole, yeah, I mean, probably Metallica Kill 'Em All, right? What do you guys think? Because I was even saying, well, you think even more than Black Sabbath? And I think they had their reasonings for that too. They're like, yeah, because as a whole, like Black Sabbath, is still kind of considered like classic rock, and not to mention, none of they didn't have one album like Kill 'Em All where it completely changed the setting. Like Sabbath had just a bunch of albums coming out really soon after another, and they were just kind of like radio hits, radio. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess I get the mentality. So I mean, I guess yeah, I'm not saying I'm dead set on it. The most influential metal album of all time is it Metallica Kill 'Em All. I can say that unbiasedly too. That I'm some diehard Metallica fan. I mean, I like the first four records. You know what I mean? But even if I didn't like them, I could say if that's the most influential. Like, what influenced the most bands? Not what you like. Somebody will come and say something stupid like Suffocation, After You Get Forgotten. What the fuck are you talking about? No, it's not even close, man. So yeah, what do you devils think? What is the most that influenced the most fucking bands from when metal started to current dates? What influenced the most? Yeah, probably Metallica, right? I mean, second that comes to mind is maybe Slayer Show No Mercy. That was the first one that I kind of said, but yeah, probably Metallica, right? Anyways, put in the comments what the fuck you think. Comments, questions, concerns as well, and then we'll go with the morning later. God damn it.